So, Lisa, I'm so excited to be joined by you today to have a chat about your experience. We've been coaching together for a while now, and I would really love this opportunity for you to showcase your experience.
So my name's Lisa. I have two businesses. Wild Roses for May is my silversmithing business, and Sabi Hair is my bricks and mortar business, my hairdressing salon. So I've had Sabi Hair for many years. I think, what are we on, 19 years now? So that's been my long-term baby, and Wild Roses for May is my new little baby business, which is 3 years old. Yeah.
Amazing. So we've been working together for about 4 months now, plus or minus. I'd love you to share a little bit about what was going on for you, in your businesses, and specifically your mindset around your business journey.
Sure. So when I came to you, I was in total overwhelmed. My mind was full of, I had all these directions and things I wanted to do with Wild Roses for May, but I just couldn't quite put it into place. I couldn't take the next step to build that business. And with the salon, well, the salon's amazing. It's an incredible business, but it's busy. So it consumed all of my time and all of my mental space as well. So I was in a real state of overwhelm.
Yeah. Out of all the people that you could have worked with, I'm lucky enough that you chose me.
Okay. So for me, I had watched your journey for this whole year, and I'd watched you. I've listened to you on Instagram because Instagram is my favorite place to go for inspiration. So I was watching you and I was listening to you, and it was your honesty and transparency of changing, of growing as the woman that you are, and also your business. And I just thought you really understand this. And I also just thought, when I reached out to you, I just knew you saw me. You truly saw me, and I hadn't felt that before. Yeah. Working with you, I had to show up. I wanted to show up, but I had to show up. And I also had someone to talk to about what was truly going on, that you would understand and give me honest feedback. I haven't had that before, apart from like family and friends. That's different. Yeah.
It is different, yeah, because it comes with that family and friend filter.
Yes, it does. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what's so powerful about working with a coach.
Yeah. Truly.
Just having the opportunity to have a different pair of eyes,
So much. Yep. And asking me the questions I haven't even thought about asking, because I had been thought in my own way of thinking. I couldn't even see outside the circle of how to step forward with this other business. So that was powerful. It's changed everything.
And so what has changed? Perfect segue there. Thank you, Lisa.
So many things. So through working with you, I have been able to find the confidence to put a full-time manager in my salon, therefore allowing me to step back and focus more on this other incredible business I have. I've been able to just let go of those thoughts of I'm not worthy, I can't find a step forward, because there actually really is. When you break it down, it's actually the simple little things that I do in my day-to-day life now that's created this incredible life that I can live between these two businesses, and also in my personal life as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been amazing to watch. It really has. And like when we sat down together at the beginning of our coaching and, outlined what it was that you really wanted from our experience together and beyond that.
Yeah.
It's literally like just watching all of the wheels in motion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your dream life, like your dream life in motion, which is what we talk about, but that is what's been evolving, throughout this process, which has just been incredible, to be part of.
Yeah, for me too. So fun.
It is so fun. Absolutely so fun. And so in terms of those changes that you've made in your business, on that practical level, what results, have you been able to generate as a result of that?
So from working with you and working around my mindset, especially to do with money, I had quite a few blocks, not so much with my salon, but with this, because this business is part of my heart and soul, I put everything into it. I actually found it really hard to charge my worth. So through working with you, I've been able to, well, I think double my prices on my jewelry, and they have sold out, and they do sell out. And I have a list of people that I'm making special jewelry for. So it was breaking through the barriers of my own thinking, my own blocks, really, in terms of running this as a business as well as something that I love. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. And that can be a really common thing too with creative people too, and especially that it is your passion. That you love doing it so much that it can feel, you know, challenging to charge what it's worth. I mean, it's not what you're worth, because your worth is limitless, right? So it's not really about charging our worth because your worth is actually limitless, but, you know, putting a higher value and equivalent value on what it is that you are putting into each and every piece, you know, and just feeling validated, you know, to do that.
Yeah.
And safe, having that safety.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was tricky. That was a big thing that, looking back now, I think, why was that such a big thing? But it actually truly was. It was probably what I wanted to work on the most with you.
Yeah. And we were able to unpack all of that in our rapid transformational therapy session. So, you know, and that's what's so powerful about the way that I work with clients, to be able to combine that RTT where we can dive into what those beliefs are, you know, that are holding you back, you know, from being able to charge the prices that you should be charging. You know, to be able to get that momentum in your business as well.
And the RTT session was incredible. You know, it was the journey you led me down as we were working in those sessions. It was, well, I love the word magic. So to me, it was magic. You know, we stepped back into the thoughts of where those thoughts came in, and it was simple and easy just to pull those pieces out of my mind and go, that's not even true. That's just a story that's played since I was a little girl. And it wasn't even a scary or sad story. It was something so simple that once I had that shift through this, it changed everything. Everything. It changed. It was incredible. It was powerful.
It is very powerful. Yeah. It was incredible to witness that as well. Like after you having sessions, just as I was watching your journey, you know, on Instagram, seeing you increasing your prices, you know, pieces just selling like that, you know, seeing and hearing your confidence around doing that.
Yeah. Well, that was another thing you helped me with, was being visible. You know, I wasn't very visible. My work was, but I wasn't visible. So to be able to get rid of those thoughts too has changed everything, because through doing what I do now, I've connected with the most incredible women who are making jewelry and pieces for that would never have happened had I not been visible.
And so in terms of our coaching experience together, what's it been like to coach with me?
Awesome. So much fun. I never know what I love about coaching with you, because I've had quite a few coaches over the years in the salon. So what I love is I will turn up for a session and I never know what you're going to ask me and what we're going to do. And that's what I love. I've loved you bring so much creativity and fun and purpose to our sessions that I will walk away. This book will be full of things that I didn't even know were almost like the pieces that were missing to my business and my life. Which has been awesome. It hasn't just been a straight path. This is what we do. It changes in the moment when we're coaching. I love that. I love that.
It's been super fun. It has been so much fun. And what about the challenges? Because doing this mindset work, it's not easy, right?
No.
You know, and you touched on it before about some of the questions that, you know, that I have asked you to ask, go within, and find those answers. You know, they're not always easy, and often they're, you know, the questions that we might not have even thought of, or certainly, you know, there can be resistance around wanting to ask ourselves those questions. So what challenges, if any, have you had?
Quite a few. As I've said, I've been in the salon for a long time, so my way of thinking and the way it should be and the way it is with my staff there has just been, well, that's it, and that's how it is, and that's my role. Who I turn up is in there, and also within the jewels. But it was the questions you asked me that I wanted to run from, and you held space for me not to run. You're like, well, just go a little bit deeper with that thought. What is it? Why is it? Is that even serving you? And I had never, ever thought those thoughts, especially about the salon. I just hadn't. So it was uncomfortable though. It was. I felt, but you know, you've got to feel that uncomfortableness to grow. If it's all just the same all the time, there's no growth. So I've had a lot of growth with the questions you asked me, and also the work that I went out and have done from our sessions. Yeah. Yeah.
And what about the best part?
Oh, the best part. There's so many. What is the best part? To be really honest with you, I feel like you gave me the key. I think I wrote this in a comment somewhere, but I feel like you gave me the key that unlocked the life I wanted to live. So I had a bit of an idea about how I wanted it to be, but it was my own thoughts, and I got in my own road. Looking now, I got in my own road, and it's still a journey. I'm not 100% there yet, that's for sure. This is still an ongoing process, because it really is 2 steps forward, 1 back. But you gave me the key to live the life I have wanted to live for such a long time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and about being a mum to 2 little girls, and having a bricks and mortar business, and having an online business, and just being able to blend all that with no overwhelm like I felt before. Yeah.
Incredible.
So that, and it's been confronting and challenging. Not confronting. I've had a lot of growth, but it's been fun too. You know, it's not hard.
Wow.
It's not hard. You just got to do it.
And that is the key. Yeah, you just got to do it, and doing it like with support, and having someone there in your corner it's just so much different, isn't it?
I would never have done. I already knew what I wanted to do. And I have been trying to work for it for probably 2 or 3 years to get to this point that it's the mind shifts and the coaching and the RTT and all of that blend together into this magical thing of truly transformation. Yeah.
It is, and that's why they call it rapid transformation. So you've been, you've been trying. Yeah, it's about perfect. So you've been trying like 2 or 3 years.
Well, I have
like collapsed the timeline down, in the space of 4 months, and look at how far you've gone already. And like you say, I mean, your journey isn't done, and whose is. Like, we don't want that journey to stop.
Yeah, that's it. There's so many.
It is a continuous, growing. There can be contraction that happens again, growing, expansion, change. But the thing now, you've got the tools there.
Yeah.
You've got the tools
you really taught me in my day-to-day life how to almost self-coach my own mind. So stopping that thought before it runs away.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that
becomes a great thing. And how incredibly powerful is that?
So powerful, because I'm like, that's just, don't even listen to that.
It's like swipe.
Yeah. Swipe. Get out of here.
Exactly. Well, it has been so much fun. Like, you have, like I said before, it's just been, the perfect match.
Really
it's been an incredible experience, and I've absolutely loved working with you and continuing to work with you. And as you can see, everybody, too, I've got one of Lisa's incredible pieces.
Yes. Moonstone.
I had Lisa make for me at the beginning of my new business, so to mark, new beginnings. So where can people find you, Lisa? If people want something like this, or your beautiful pieces that you're wearing, to mark, a special milestone moment, or, just anything, just because isn't it beautiful to, own a bespoke special piece of jewellery handmade by you? Where can people find you?
So I have a website, wildrosesformay.com, and I'm very active on Instagram. Instagram brings me so much inspiration and support. So, yeah, over on Instagram, Wild Roses for May, or my website. They'll find me there.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add?
Yes, I just wanted to say to you as well, thank you so much. You really have led me down this path that there's no going back, and you've just expanded my whole world, which has affected then so many other people. So I'm very grateful to the work you do. Yeah, thank you.
It's been my absolute pleasure. You're welcome.
Yeah.